Okay, so our topic for today is all about markup. So let's define first what is markup. It is the difference between the cost of the item and its selling price. It is added to the total cost incurred by producers of goods or services. It is usually expressed in terms of percent. So, ibig sabihin, markup, it is, sa Tagalog ay taas ng presyo. Ibig sabihin, nagtaas ng presyo ang ating mga produkto. Next is the cost price. The price that a merchant pays for an item. Ibig sabihin, ito yung pagkakabili ng ating mga seller sa mismong kanilang pinagbilan, or ito yung kanilang bili sa kanilang mga what do you call this? So, ito yung mga bili nila sa kanilang supplier. Next is the markup rate. Markup rate based on cost and markup rate based on selling price. Ibig sabihin, markup rate, ito yung rate kung gaano kataas sa kanilang inilagay na markup. Next is markup rate based on cost. So, dito, the ratio of markup to its cost expressed in percent. Ibig sabihin, naka-express ang markup nito sa cost. Next naman is markup rate based on selling price. The ratio of markup to its selling price expressed in percent. So, dito naman ang naka-express dito sa markup rate ay sa selling price. Okay, so pakitandaan ako ng basic formulas sa ating markup. So, in order to find the selling price, markup plus yung ating cost. So, para naman mahanap ang markup, selling price minus cost. Then, para naman mahanap ang ating cost, selling price minus ang ating markup. So, pakitandaan ako ng ating basic formulas. Okay. So, example number 1, an office table with the total cost of 2,230 pesos is sold for 2,900. What is the amount of markup? So, meron tayo ditong given na ating cost, which is 2,230. So, therefore, yung ating 2,900 will be our selling price. So, dito ang hinahanap is markup. So, ang formula in order to find the markup is selling price minus cost. So, ibig sabihin, 2,900 minus 2,230. So, ang ating markup will be 670. Next, example number 2. The list of pair of shoes in a discount store is 650. The item cost 490 pesos. After negotiation with the buyer, the pair of shoes was sold at 550 pesos. What are the initial markup and the maintained markup price? So, dito hinahanap natin ang initial markup. Ibig sabihin, ang ating mga given dito ay ang ating cost will become 490. Kasi nakalagay dito, the item cost, 490. Then, ang una nating ibinigay na presyo is 650. So, therefore, ito muna ang ating isa-solve. So, given natin list price, which is 650, or yung unang presyong ibinigay, yun ang ating list price. Then, ang cost natin, or yung pagkakabili natin sa ating item is 490. Then, ang ating selling price, or yung kung gaano natin ito nabenta is 550. So, since meron na tayong given, we're going to find first the initial markup, or the IM is equals to the list price minus cost. So, ating list price natin dito is 650, then ang ating cost is 490. 650 minus 490 is equals to 160. So, initial markup natin is 160. Yun sana ating magiging tubo kung naibenta natin ito ng 650. Next naman, maintained markup. Paano natin makukuha si maintained markup? So, selling price, kasi ito yung ating ibinentang presyo or ito yung ating napagbentahan, then minus natin ang ating cost. So, ating selling price is 550 minus yung ating cost na 490. So, ang ating maintained markup will become 60. So, therefore, meron tayo ditong tinubo or meron siyang tinubo dito na 60 pesos. Next is example number 3. Mrs. Ravenna, an entrepreneur, has 500 bags remaining stock of cement. The previous selling price of cement was 175 pesos per bag, and the current selling price is 185 pesos per bag. What is the markup? So, how much is her total profit based on the markup? So, identify muna natin ang ating given. Dito, meron tayong given na 500 bags na cement. Then, meron tayong list price, which is or yung ating list price or the cost is 175 or yun yung naunang bentahan ng semento. Then, next, ang ating selling price is 185. Okay. So, hanapin muna natin ang markup base sa ating list price or sa ating selling price at saka sa cost. So, ang ating selling price na nakalagay doon is 185. Then, ang cost or yung unang bentahan nito ay 175. So, 185 minus 175 is equals to 80. So, therefore, meron tayong markup na 10. Next is, paano natin mahanap ang profit? So, hahanapin natin ang profit by computing the total remaining stock. Ano yung total remaining stock natin? Which is 500. Kasi sabi dun kanina sa example, meron tayong 500 cement. Then, imumultiply yun natin sa ating markup, which is 10. 500 times 10 is equals to 5,000. So, therefore, merong kinita si Mrs. Ravenna na 5,000. Next is markup on cost formulas. So, pakitandaan ako ng mga formula kapag ang markup natin ay naka-based sa ating cost. So, markup is equals to rate times cost. So, in order to find the rate, markup divided by cost. Then, in order to find the cost, markup divided by rate. So, pakitandaan ako ng ating formulas. Okay, next example number 4. Find the markup and selling price that costs 24 pesos if there is a 35% markup on cost. So, dito meron tayong given na cost which is 24 pesos at ang ating markup rate which is 35%. So, hahanapin natin ang markup at selling price. So, in order to find the markup, so, rate times cost. So, yan ay 0.35 times 24. It is equals to 8.40. So, therefore, meron tayong markup na 8.40. Next, hahanapin naman natin ang selling price. So, in order to find the selling price, markup plus cost. So, nahanap na natin ng markup. So, 8.40 plus 24 is equals to 32.40. So, sabi ko kanina, ito ay hahanapin natin ang markup rate based on cost. So, therefore, given ang ating selling price, 32.40, given ang ating cost, which is 24, at given ang ating markup, which is 8.40. So, hahanapin natin ang percentage kapag ating i-divide ang selling price sa kanyang cost. So, 32.40 divided by 24, it is equals to 1.35, then times by 100. So, ang kanyang rate is 135%. Next naman, kapag naman ating i-divide ang markup divided by cost, or 8.40 divided by 24 is equals to 0.35 times 100, it will become 35%. So, ibig sabihin, 135% ang ating selling price sa cost. Then, ang ating markup naman is 35% sa ating cost. Next is example number 5. If the markup on a marker is 18 pesos and the markup rate is 30% on cost, find the cost and the selling price of the marker. So, meron tayo ditong given na 30% which is yung ating rate and ang ating markup which is 18 pesos. So, hahanapin natin ang cost and the selling price. So, in order to find the cost, so, markup divided by rate. So, ating markup dito is 18. Then, ang ating rate is 30%. So, in decimal, 0.30. 18 divided by 0.30 is equals to 60. So, therefore, ang ating cost is 60 pesos. Next, since meron na tayong cost, mahanap na natin ang ating selling price. So, markup plus cost is equals to 18 plus 60. So, 18 plus 60 is equals to 78. So, meron na tayong selling price which is 78. So, given ang ating selling price which is 78, cost which is 60, and markup which is 18. So, hanapin natin ang 78 divided by 60. So, selling price divided by cost which is 1.30, then multiply natin siya sa 100 in order to find the percent. So, 130%. So, therefore, 130% ang ating selling price sa ating cost. Next naman is markup and the cost. 18 divided by 60 is equals to 0.30. Then, multiply it by 100 to find the percentage. So, it is equals to 30%. So, therefore, 30% ang ating markup sa ating cost. Next is the markup on selling price formula. So, dito naman, doon sa nauna, sa cost tayo naka-base. Ngayon naman, is sa selling price tayo magbe-base. So, pakitandaan ako ng formulas. So, kapag markup ang hinahanap, rate times selling price. Then, kapag naman rate ang hinahanap, markup divided by selling price. Then, kapag naman selling price ang hinahanap, markup divided by rate. Okay, example number 6. A sandals sell for 150 pesos. If there is a 30% markup on the selling price, find the cost and the amount of markup. So, dito meron tayong given na ating rate which is 30% at ang ating selling price which is 150 pesos. So, hahanapin natin ang cost and ang amount ng ating markup. So, hanapin muna natin ang ating markup. So, in order to find the markup, rate times selling price. So, ating rate is 30%. Convert it first to decimal. So, 0.30 times 150, it is equals to 45. So, therefore, meron tayong markup na 45 pesos. So, para mahanap naman natin ang cost, we're going to get the selling price minus the markup. So, ating selling price is 150 minus 45. So, therefore, ating cost is 105. So, given, meron na tayong mga given na selling price, cost, and the markup. So, para mahanap natin ang cost ng selling price or yung cost divided by selling price, so 105 divided by 150, it is equals to 0.70. Then, multiply it by 100 para makuha natin ang percentage. So, it is equals to 70%. Next naman is the markup divided by selling price. Kasi naka-based siya sa selling price. So, kaya natin siya i-divide sa ating selling price. Doon sa nauna, kaya natin siya din-divide sa ating cost kasi naka-markup rate siya based sa ating cost. Kapag naman naka-markup rate siya based sa ating selling price, sa selling price natin ito i-divide. So, dito markup divided by selling price which is 45 divided by 150, it is equals to 0.30 times 100 in order to find the percent. So, it is equals to 30%. Next, example number 7. If the markup on a ball pen is 6 pesos and the markup rate is 30%. Find the selling price and the cost of the ballpen. So, meron tayong dito given na 6 pesos, which yun yung ating markup. Then, meron tayong rate na 30%. Hahanapin natin ang selling price at ang ating cost. So, we're going to find first the selling price. So, markup divided by rate. So, ating markup dito is 6 divided by rate, which is 0.30. 6 divided by 0.30 is equals to 20. So, therefore, ang ating selling price sa ating ballpen ay 20. Next, hanapin natin ang cost. So, para mahanap si cost, selling price minus markup. So, 20 minus 6 sa ating cost is 14. Ating cost price. Next, since meron na tayong given na selling price, which is 20, cost, which is 14, and the markup, which is 6. We're going to find the cost price divided by selling price. So, 14 divided by 20 is equals to 0.70. Then, multiply it by 100 in order to find the percent. So, it is 70%. Next is the markup divided by selling price. So, 6 divided by 20 is equals to 0.30 times 100. So, it is 30%. Okay, so for your activity, you're going to answer this, which is mark me up. So, you're going to write it on your activity notebook. Kung iwan activity notebook sa school, pakisulat ako sa papel, then bago nyo i-attach sa ating activity notebook. So, directions, complete the table by solving for cost, selling price, markup based on cost, or markup based on selling price using the given data. Okay, so you're going to complete the table on your activity notebook. So, magsasend kayo sa akin ng picture na nagagawa ng activity. Okay? So, thank you for listening and God bless and keep safe.